Hello, 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 lovelies, and welcome to this week's midweek wrap-up. It's so great that you'd stop by to this Tichel tutorial. Today's a special one. I've been working on a little while, experimenting and trying on different scarves and different looks to try and see what works, and I think I've got a few looks that I can show you that will look really, really impressive. So today is all about the low bun. So at the moment I've got my non-sleeve headband, which you can see, and I've got this beautiful shaper out the back, the big old bun, that the scrunchie that has all these little twists on it, which is amazing. I'll see if I can include a little picture of it here so you know what I'm talking about. And my bun, my actual hair, is sitting about 3 fingers off the nape of my neck. That's just enough space to allow for my non-sleeve headband and any kind of tying that we need to do back there without putting pressure on the neck. So it's just enough space to still have that really low bun look, but without any kind of extra pressure. We're going to start with this square scarf folded almost in half, and we're going to put it on backwards. So I've got this amazing mass at the back that's holding it all there, and we're just going to tie our first knot right in the middle of the head. Okay, so for this look you don't necessarily need to have the non-sleeve headband and the mass. You can have a few options. You probably do need a non-sleeve headband. I think that that's always making things better, but I have seen people put their shapers back to front, especially if they have a shaper that's got velvet the whole way around, and you still end up with a thin panel at the top of your head and the thick panel at the back, which is fine, but then all the volume's at the back, and you can completely experiment with that if you've got a shaper that you just love to wear. So now I'm going to just tuck this away and give it a little bit of a poof. Not too much, because there's not that much to work with. So, yeah. See what I mean? Kind of just slides out if I do. If you have a larger scarf, you'll get a bigger sort of poof out the front. And I'm actually going to tie a little loose bow out the side. Okay, I'm going to leave this one be, and I'm going to tuck this one away. Okay, so I was a little bit interrupted by the kids, no worries, but yeah, just position this one a little bit in the front so it's not completely sticking out and you still get this beautiful bow effect. And this one as well, it's just tucked a little bit away in the folds up here. And you get this amazing 50s vibe. You get this really, really cool upside down triangle or square scarf look. And I'll just show you what it looks like all the way around. I just love it, and if you didn't want to keep the bow, you didn't have to. You can just tighten it really tight, and there are places to tuck it away, or you can pin it down. If I didn't want to show that, I would just tuck it away down here, and it would happily hold. I would probably just create more volume through this then if I was going to do it that way. This is another place where a darker coloured non-sleeve headband is really convenient, because it just looks like it's a part of the scarf because it's got black through it, or any coloured piece of velour. Some women I've noticed, if they have this kind of look where it sort of sits a bit further back, they'll first tie a flat scarf underneath for that kind of headband look, or you can indeed use a headband as well. Or if you're happy to show a little bit more hair, just do that. But this does actually sit probably about 2 fingers off further back than where I would probably normally wear my Tichels. Just love it. For my next trick. Okay, I've got this beautiful linen feel scarf. I feel like it must be rayon or something, the fabric. It's got that beautiful shimmer through it, so it's a little bit more pretty than just your average cream scarf. I really love this one. This one's one of my go-tos because it kind of just goes with everything. My first step is going to be just to tie it at the back. You can tie it or you can crisscross. You don't have to tie it as tight because there is that big bun holding things in place too. So there it is there. And I'm just going to twist the first one of these, so the lower one of my ties, around the bun. And then tuck it into itself. Right, you can indeed put the other one around as well and do the same thing, but I'm actually going to flatten this one out and use it just to create a bit of interest around the front. Okay, and tuck it into that same spot. You can tuck it a lot more neatly than I have. I don't actually mind having a little bit of tassels showing. I actually like it, but you can even pull it through and have the tassels showing this side. You can sort of have a little tail here if you wanted to as well. Okay. Alright, so to show you what this one's like, this one's really pretty. I love how all the ruffles fall and you get this really beautiful interest on the side and on the back. Okay, got this beautiful t-shirt material scarf, like a jersey material, and I'm going to pull it all the way down so it covers the back there. But I'm not that worried about the front, so I just needed to just cover the back so that it's really sleek around that bun. Just adjust it to release the ears, and I'm going to go ahead and twist it 2 times. Okay, and then you end up with this sort of bit messy kind of thing. So what you want to do is really take control and tuck away as you kind of pull on these. So what I was able to do is really tuck away and twist as I pulled down these tails. And you can tuck them away afterwards a bit more if you needed to neaten it up. But it creates this beautiful pattern, and it gives you a little bit of this interesting volume through the front. So I'm just going to twist it around the back, not tying another tie or anything like that down there. And then really sort of carefully with this bit, because you want it to look really nice, just go right under, so sort of tucking as you go, just through the side, and then kind of do the same thing on the other side so that it's not sort of overlapping, but rather it's neatly tucked away. And then you have to finish it off. So I'm just going to twist it through and tuck it away. So look at that beautiful thing. It's gorgeous, gorgeous twist there. And you get amazing volume from this one, and you get the beautiful balance of having this at the back, because normally this mass here would be right behind it, and you get this kind of built up effect, which is pretty too, but this one looks like this. I'm almost had to take it off. Alright, so I've got a really beautiful bright scarf here. It's a lovely, lovely shade of blue in that it's a really sort of pastel kind of blue, but it's a very bright scarf. It's got this red and purple line through it, and it's got a bit of glitter, so it really, really stands out. And I've just got it on any old how in terms of how it's sitting on the head, but the tails are very uneven. I've got less than an arm's length here, and I've got the rest over here, so quite long on one side. Doesn't matter which, just depends on which way you want it to end up. So I'm going to start by twisting behind, not tying. And then I've got this short tail here, it just barely comes down. Okay, and then I'm going to take this one and very carefully, very well spread out, bring it around, and then twist here, pull through. I'm going to try and do it a bit further back, and we can because we've got the bun there to guide us. Awesome. And then we want to take what's left of this tail, this short one, and just tuck it through very kind of as flat as you can. Okay, because you don't want to create too much volume necessarily with this look. You just want it to be kind of give you a look, so kind of give you a bit of interest here with the way it's flipped, but so give you a bit of interest with the way it's flipped, but not really take away from the overall design, which is more this bit here. Now you can continue to twist if you like, that kind of look of many, many twists. I'm actually going to take this around the bottom and then hide it in here. Okay, so I just did some neatening up at the back, so it looks like this. So just showing where I've just neatened it up by just flipping it in like this a little bit so that there's no real sticky out bits or floppy bits. It's just neatly sitting there. The other thing that I might just do is really exaggerate the crisscross kind of thing here. You don't have to, but I just like the way that really brings out these creases and really exaggerates the flat bit here. I just love this one. It's so interesting and so intricate, and we didn't really do very much to get here. I just love that about Tichels, that you make a relatively little effort, but you get such big results because the fabric just plays and plays and plays. Wasn't that so much fun? I hope that you enjoyed that low bun look. I think it's a little bit different to what we normally do. It's certainly a different position for a shaper or for a volumizer, so it's something to experiment with at home. It's just a little bit different, something of a different option for you for when that usual thing gets a little bit boring and old. What I find really, really fascinating about it is that it's your starting point. So once you're ready tying your tickle, you've already got your shaper on. So you've got to really get that inspiration before you even put your scarf on. It's when you tie your hair or you put your shaper on. So it's just a little bit of fun when you are standing at that mirror and getting dressed and putting your first layers on. You kind of think, oh, I'll wear my hair like this today, or I'll wear my tickle like this today. The other really fun thing about this particular style, which I can't show you today, but is if you're wearing a half tickle. So if you're showing the back of your hair, how fun would it be to have a really intricate bun, perhaps braiding a scarf through your bun and twisting this beautiful colored bun, and then having the tickle just tie through the top there, and that would just be so pretty too. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and press the button today. I love seeing the numbers grow, and they have very, very slowly, very steadily done so, and it's so, so inspiring. So if you have an opportunity just to hit the subscribe button, if you haven't done so already, I would love that. Leave me a comment as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and a special hello to my very frequent commenter. I love hearing from you. I feel like I've gotten to know you over the year of posting up these videos with all the comments, and it's really lovely, and I really appreciate it, so thank you. For more looks and more opportunities to exchange ideas and things like that, head over to Instagram. Alya's Creations on Instagram and Facebook. All details are available below. Wherever you are around the world, I hope you're keeping safe, I hope you're keeping healthy, and I'm hoping you're having a wonderful day. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.